Hey everyone, this is Steven here, back at it again with another video. In today's video, we're going to go over whether population counts matter in the MLB baseball sports card market. But before we get into that, if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more in the future, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. So now that we got all of that out of the way, we can get into the actual video here. I did want to say that I hope everyone had a great Christmas for those of you that celebrate. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the audio could be a little shaky in this video, and I do apologize. I'm not filming at my normal location today, but I'll try to keep the audio as consistent as possible. But the main goal and purpose of today's video is we're going to be looking at the MLB baseball sports card market, and in particular, we're really going to be focusing in on base cards compared to serial number or more limited cards. Now, we've been told over the past year or so that there's been a switch from base cards. People have been trying to get out of a lot of their base cards and upgrade into some more serial numbered or limited cards. So today we're just going to be looking at a small sample size of baseball cards and players and just see how the base cards have done compared to more limited or serial numbered cards over the past year or so to get a better understanding of how the two markets are trending. And one thing I'm going to note is that for this comparison, I am going to include cards that have the same image. So I'm only going to be looking at Tiffanys compared to base, or a serial numbered Topps update compared to the Topps update base, stuff like that. I'm only going to be comparing cards that have the same image. I'm not going to be comparing a very limited card with an autograph compared to a base card or anything like that. A lot of cards can really vary in price depending on the brand and the actual image on the card, so I'm just trying to keep this as consistent as possible. So for this, I'm going to start off with the 1989 Bowman base Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, and I'm going to compare that to the 1989 Bowman Tiffany rookie card. Both of these are going to be in PSA 9s, so this is a pretty iconic Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. This is my favorite image, but the 1989 Bowman base rookie card in a PSA 9, this has a population of about 11,512, whereas the Bowman Tiffany, which is a lot more limited, this Tiffany has a population of about 450. So as you can see, the Tiffany has a lot lower print run compared to the Bowman base. And it looks like over the past 365 days, we are going back a year for this, the Bowman Tiffany, which is the more limited out of the two, is actually up about 25%, whereas the Bowman base looks like one of the last sales is actually down about 7% over the past year. So it does look like the Tiffany has held up a lot better than the Bowman base over the past year, but let's continue on and check out some other cards. The next card I have here is Ichiro Suzuki, and this one, the population and print runs are pretty similar, so just take this one with a grain of salt, but I have this 2001 Topps base rookie card. This one is in a PSA 9. This one has a pretty low population of about 1,111 in PSA 9s. I'm comparing that to the Topps Chrome traded, so again, the same image here, but the Topps Chrome has a PSA population of about 650, so it's about half of what the Topps base has, and it looks like for the Topps Chrome, that's down about 17% over the past year, whereas the Topps base in a PSA 9 is down about 42%. So again, it does look like we're seeing the slightly more limited card is down a lot less than the Topps base rookie card of Ichiro Suzuki. But let's keep moving on here. The next card I have here is Barry Bonds. I have his 1986 Topps traded base rookie card in a PSA 9. And then I also have his 1986 Topps traded Tiffany. The Tiffany's are a lot more limited than the base. As you can see here, the Topps traded base has a population of about 22,000 in a PSA 9, whereas the Topps Tiffany base has a population of about 1,400. So again, a lot more limited for the Topps Tiffany. And it looks like the Topps Tiffany over the last 365 days is up about 27%, whereas the Topps traded base is actually up about 15%. So again, it does look like the Topps Tiffany is outperforming the Topps traded, although both have done pretty well over the past year or so. The Tiffany has done slightly better over the past year. Again, with these Tiffany's and some of the more limited cards, there are a lot less sales, so one sale either higher or lower could really dramatically change the outlook of that particular card because there's just not as many sales. Next up, we have Derek Jeter, and I have his 1993 Topps base rookie card. This one is in a PSA 9, another pretty iconic rookie card of Derek Jeter here. And then I also have his 1993 Topps Gold in a PSA 9. As you see there, it says Topps Gold, and his name down there is also in gold. The Topps base has a PSA 9 population of about 16,382, whereas the Topps Gold has a PSA 9 population of about 3,557. So the Gold has a lot lower print run than the Topps base. It looks like over the past year, the Topps Gold is actually down about 32%, whereas the Topps Base is down about 4%. So we are seeing a little bit of inconsistency here, where the more limited card in the Gold is actually down a lot more than the Topps Base. So that is pretty interesting with the Derek Jeter. But let's keep moving on here. The next card I have here is Ronald Coleman Jr. I have 3 of his rookie cards here. I have the Base. This is 2018 Topps Update, and this one is in a PSA 9. This one has a population of about 9,380. Then I have another very iconic card here. This is his 2018 Topps, and this is his bat down rookie card. As you can see the bat down there in this image. This one has a PSA 9 population of 770, which is a lot less than that almost 10,000 that the Topps Update has in a PSA 9. And then the 2018 Topps Update, this is a photo variation short print here. This one has a PSA population of about 156, so this one's a lot more limited than both the bat down and also the Topps Update. All of these are going to be in PSA 9s, and it looks like the bat down is up about 19% over the past year, whereas the SP variation, which is this one right here in a PSA 9, this one's actually up a whopping 57%, so pretty big gain for that card over the past year, whereas his base is actually down about 1%, so pretty flat over the past year. For Ronald Acuna Jr., we are seeing some pretty big discrepancies between the base cards and some of the more limited cards over the past year or so. Next up, we have Mike Trout, and I have his 2011 Topps Update. This is his base rookie card in a PSA 10. And this card has a population of 5,557 in PSA. I'm comparing that to his 2011 Topps Update, and this is his Diamond Anniversary variation here. This card's a lot more shiny than the base one. This one's also in a PSA 10. This one has a PSA 10 population of 307, so this one's a lot more limited than the base rookie card. And it looks like for the Diamond Anniversary, that one's up about 18% over the past 365 days. Whereas the base rookie card is up about 4.5% over the past year. So both cards are up. It does look like the Diamond Anniversary, which is the more limited one, is up a little bit more over the past year and is holding up a little bit better. The next card I have here is Juan Soto. I have his 2018 Topps Update. This is his base rookie card. I have this in a PSA 9, and I'm comparing that to his 2018 Topps Update Gold. So this one's serial numbered out of 2018. This one has a population of 213 in a PSA 9, whereas the Topps Update base rookie card in a PSA 9 has a population of about 7,847. So over the past year, it looks like the Topps Gold is up about 23% over the past year, whereas the Topps base is down about 30% over the past year. So very big discrepancies between these two cards over the past year. The more limited Gold variation is up about 30%, whereas the Topps base is actually down about 30% over the past year. The next card and player I have here is Mookie Betts. I have his 2014 Topps Update. This is a base rookie card in a PSA 9, which has a population of about 1,658, which is still a pretty low print run for a PSA 9 of Mookie Betts. And I'm comparing that to his 2014 Topps Update Gold, which is serial numbered out of 2014. This one has a PSA 9 population of 117, so again, really low population of this card. Looks like the PSA 9 Gold is actually up about 39% over the past year, so pretty solid increase for the Mookie Betts Gold rookie card, whereas his Topps base in a 9 is actually down about 37%. Pretty opposite here, the Gold or more limited card is actually up about 40%, whereas the base card is actually down about 40% over the past year. And then the last player in cards I have on the list today is Fernando Tatis Jr. I have his 2019 Topps base rookie card. This one's going to be in a PSA 10, and I'm comparing that to his 2019 Topps Gold rookie card. This one's serial numbered out of 2019. Both of these are going to be in PSA 10s. The PSA 10 of the base rookie card has a pretty high print run with a PSA population of 16,790, whereas the Gold has a population of 268, so the Gold is a lot more limited than the base. And it looks like over the past year, the Gold is actually down about 14.5% over the past year, so still down 14% for the Gold, whereas his base is down about 34%, call it 35% over the past year. So it does look like the Gold or more limited variation is holding up a little better than the base card of this Fernando Tatis Jr. rookie card. So after going through that very small sample size today, it did seem like the more limited or serial numbered cards are holding up a lot better than the base cards. And that is even more so apparent with some of the ultra modern baseball cards, and we'll call that 2017 to current. So that'll be your Acuñas, Sotos, Tatises, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s. it does seem that there are pretty big discrepancies between the more limited cards and the base cards. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that some of these newer cards are very heavily printed, as we saw in some of the Soto and Acuna charts that we looked at. Their base rookie cards just have quite a few cards out there. From the cards prior to 2017, I think those are a lot safer because the print runs are a lot lower. Just like we saw looking at the Mookie Betts and also the Mike Trout rookie cards, the print runs were just a lot lower for those base cards. But overall, it did appear that the more limited and serial number cards are holding up better than the base cards. I don't think that that means base cards are dead or anything like that. There's always going to be a market for base cards, and a lot of people can't afford some of the higher end or more limited cards. So I do think that there's always going to be a market for base cards, and they do hold up the market. And I think what we've seen over the past year is people have been upgrading from some of their base cards. They've been trying to get into some more limited or serial numbered cards over the past year or so, which is kind of what the data that we just went over suggests. But again, I do not think that the base card market is dead or anything like that. I just think that we're seeing a transition from base cards into some more higher end cards. But with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it somewhat entertaining and also informative. If you did, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. Thanks, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.